All right, everybody, welcome to the Studying Brew, episode 897 on this beautiful Monday evening. To get this thing started, we're going to do Kona Catchphrase. It is the game that helps pave the way to getting this thing done. It is a great way to learn those key phrases and identifying those keywords and how to get these exams done. Guys, it's not just about the content. It's about recognizing the words in the exam so you guys can get those answers. Look, you can study the content all you want, and then you go take the exam and you're like, I just spent like 2 hours looking over this material. How come none of these questions make any dang sense to me at all? I am finding a whole total disconnect because these questions, I'm not seeing those keywords to get the answer. You know what I mean? I get it. I know it. That's why we teach this. That's why we know content's not just enough. By the way, my name is Andy. I am the guy that runs the back office over here at KonaButterflyz. To my left, your right, that's Brandy. She's got her Series 6, 63, 26, 65, and her Series 7, which makes her more than qualified to teach you all the things you need to know. So that way you too can get this pass notice. Oh my goodness. I just want to say thank you to everybody for patience. The last couple of weeks have been crazy. I lost a brother. He's my best friend, but he's my brother. He was my dad at one point over a couple months ago, and Saturday was our send off. And I actually put together the whole thing. It was quite a show.
Good in a good way.
In a good way. It was a celebration of life. I mean, I literally had a taco truck. I had a band. I had all kinds of stuff going on, just celebrating everything that my brother loved. And I was slow to get back to people's messages and whatnot, but I should be back. I should be good. Closure's good. You know what I mean? Closure's good. And you just got to do the best for the living, and that's why I'm here, because you guys are all mean something to us, and you guys are all family, and we really do care about you guys passing these exams. Look, I know there's a lot of study preps out there, but I'm just going to say none of them care as much as we do. I mean, guys, when you guys don't pass an exam, we literally, we just literally just as defeated. We're like, what can we do better? What can we do better? What can we offer to get them past this thing? Where do they miss it? What can we do? What can we add? We're always trying to make, adjustments for you guys so that way we can help you. But, there's only so much you can do. On the level, you guys got to get in there and you got to put that work in. You know what I mean? You got to put that work in. You got to get to work, and you're going to have to find out exactly what doesn't connect with you. I mean, there's only so much I can do, right? Or Brandy can do. But guys, it's really good to have all of you. I'm just to be honest with you. It's a great community that we've had here and we belong to, and the support system's on another level. So, I mean, been supportive of me in the last few weeks, and you guys were supportive of me in the last few years ago when I lost my son. And, I can't ask for a better family, and just thank you for all the prayers. But I just want you to know the prayers are mutual. We care about you all too. So we really want to make sure that you guys get this thing done, because we know this could really help your family and really make a difference. So we really want you guys to just tap in as much as you can, spread the word of Kona. If you're watching this on YouTube, like, share, you know how that goes, right? Like, subscribe, hit the notification. I think we all know how YouTube works now. Just pass the word. You guys are our marketing. And like Vidal Sassoon used to say, if you don't look good, we don't look good. So I really want to look good. I don't know about you. I want you guys to look really good. So let's get this thing going. We got a members area. We got all kinds of stuff. And tonight we are going to hit on them keywords, because it really is about the keywords, huh, Brandy? It's about those keywords. Yes, if you want to know how Brandy passed her Series 65 and her Series 7, I'm going to tell you guys, it's almost embarrassing how much she ded not look at content. Like, no one ever, she doesn't even say it really anymore because people won't believe it. Because they're like, no, truly, honestly, it wasn't a lot. Some would say I sabotaged her because the Series 7, I took her on a trip. I mean, and she was recovering from losing her dad. And I took her on a trip for like a week or two with no internet. So she had no quizzing. And then we came back, and then we had to put down a dog. And then she had to go take her exam. Guys, she was not in the best mental state. Guess what she leaned on? Keywords and techniques. Keywords and techniques. Don't know why it works. I just know that this word is identified with this word. It goes with that. That's good enough. I'm going with it and mark it. Yeah. That's it. That's it. And sometimes it is what it is.
Most of the time it is that simple. That simple connection.
And, you know, time has passed. She does know all the material and she teaches it and everything. I mean, there was a time where she had to go back and she had to look at the stuff, right? And now she teaches it all to you guys. And we got lots of passers out of it. We put together a whole Kona system. And if you're not part of the Kona system, we want you guys to go ahead and check this out. We got a QR code. Just scan the QR code, hit the links, and join up with our membership. Guys, we got May 6th. We start the academy again for the SIE. But I will say this: why wait for the academy? Why wait for a guided program? Why go day by day when you can just get this thing done with the 21-day plan? Start hitting those videos, start doing it. I know some of you lack that, you know, what do I want to say? I don't want to be insulting, so I won't. So I will just say,
oh no, what's he going to say?
yeah, I know. I almost stopped myself. I'm like, oh no, what am I going to say? I just want to say some of us do better when we have a partner or we have somebody to do it day by day with, you know, accountability. So it's a little better, right? Some of us, you know, going to the gym's a lot easier when you got a bro going with you and saying, hey, how come you're watching TV? We're supposed to go to the gym today. You know what I mean? It helps. So the guided program is great for that aspect. But if you really want to get it done in time frames that, you know, 21-day plan is the way to go, my opinion. So check out that plan. We got that available. Scan the QR code, hit the link, sign up. We got study guides available. You don't have to be a member for those. SIE 663 available. 26, we got something for you if you're a member. Message board, we have the Kona community. Ask questions, get questions answered. Even message Brandy direct over there. That is free to join. 951-290-3077. That's our phone number, text, voicemail. If you just give me a phone call, leave a voicemail. I know that's so 1990s or early 2000s, but leave a voicemail. I listen to it and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. But guys, again, I'm not the fire department. If you call, doesn't mean I'm automatically answering. It's just a one-man show over here. I don't have a secretary. I don't have nothing. It's just really me. So I'll get back to you as soon as I possibly can. And trust me, I'll get back to you. Instagram, Telegram. Like sometimes I get like, they'll call me, leave a voicemail, then text it, and then go on the Telegram, the Instagram, the Patreon, and the Discord and leave me a message and be like, I don't know if you got it.
They just want to make sure
within like all within 10 seconds.
It means they're fired up.
I'm like, man.
But just one of those guys. He's really good at checking all.
Yeah, really good. I promise.
He is. I should, huh? I give him the Employee of the Year award. Just me and you. Maybe
it's funny because I'll go like
even year. I'll get the odd year.
Because it's funny is I'll answer the question over the phone and I'm like, okay, did you leave me a message on the Instagram, the Telegram, or the Discord? Yeah, okay, that was you. All right, cool. Yeah. All right, good. You're good. All right, you got we got members reminder tomorrow. We got an all exam members session happening tomorrow. We got live techniques. Usually this time is reserved for the SIE Academy, but guess what? We don't have Academy this week. We are tightening it up for all exams, so take advantage of that time slot. It is not SIE specific. It is for all exams, all members, all. So just be there. Brandy's got something special for you. 9:30 to 11, right? Or are you going 9:30 to 10:30? We just go until it's done.
Just keep the time.
Yeah, 9:30 to 11. But you know, if it ends sooner, it ends sooner. You're not going to be mad, are you? Series 6 is right after that. No 63, no small group tutoring tomorrow. Our baby girl's got a track meet tomorrow, so we're going to be there for her at her track meet. So 63 and small group tutoring, we will not have that tomorrow, but we will make it up on those 2 live sessions before. And just look for that members code or look for that post that already went out earlier today, and then I'll send it out again tomorrow morning. All right, you ready?
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's do this. When they let me know, they give me a picture, they tell me how they did it. Guess what, Brandy?
Yeah.
I add another one to the Kona Hall of Fame because we got Paso. Yes, we do. We go to Paso. Yes, we do. Congratulations to Kenny Smith on passing that Series 26. He said, I mean, this guy, he's an independent studier. This is a guy that does it on his own for the most part. He takes what we got and he's like, I'll run with it. And he's good like that. And sometimes he'll call me up or he'll text me, you know, and ask me stuff, or he'll send a message to Brandy and get some clarifications, and then he's off and running. Apparently this time he said, Kona hard hitting Wednesdays came in clutch, which is on Studying Brew on Wednesday. came in clutch this past week, especially this morning, allowing me to pass my 26. Thank you guys for all the comedic humor and knowledge. Best support system out there. Well, you're welcome, Kenny Smith. Congratulations. You are now the newest principal on the block. And we want to say thank you. And let's keep it going.
Heck yeah.
He's got his people plugging in. So congratulations to Kenny Smith. He's just young and just ready to get this thing done.
Yeah, and guys, honestly, like Andy said, he's an independent studier, but he was on our Studying Brews. He was keen in on the techniques. He was, looking out for those keywords.
What he told me was, he's like, dude, do you guys how much knowledge you guys give away for free? I'm like, I am aware. He's all, it just takes a little effort. And I'm like, go.
Just saying.
I know. I know. But so congratulations, Kenny Smith. But you know what? It's not just about him, it's about you guys. I want you all to get your pass notice, because look how good that looks, right?
That's good.
Don't you all want that? It looks good. And you all look good too. So let's get it. Let's work on pass notice. Oh man. All right, let's work on getting this one for you guys. It is Kona Catchphrase. It is the keywords. Not only do we get involved in this, but you get involved at this. And if you're at home playing along, I want you to put on your paper. And if you're here and you're on live, put in the chat what you think are the keywords to getting these answers right, getting these questions right. I'm going to read answers first, because we always read answers first here at Kona, because reading the answers first leads to reading the question with intent. Because if if you're a triple, quadruple, 6-time, 7-time, 9-time, 10-time, maybe 20-time reader of the question, you really need to start reading the answers first, because that'll help narrow that down. I don't know if y'all know this, even though that reading the question 20 times over helps you get a right answer. Look, that's great. That's fantastic. I am so glad that you found a system where you read the question 20 times and then you answer. That gets you a right answer. But here's the problem. These exams have time.
Yeah.
There's a time limit. You can't take that much time to do it. So we got to learn a different tactic, a different strategy. You hear me?
Yes, and I do want to say this, guys. Really, really, really pay attention to the actual amount of time given on the exam. Somebody brought to my attention when they were studying for the 65 that if you did a simulated exam in a certain Q bank, that they give you 3 hours and 30 minutes, which is 30 minutes longer than you're actually given on the real exam. So really make sure we have the right information in our study guides and our material. If you guys go on FINRA's websites, they have it there too. So just kind of look out for time. You want to practice in the right time, not sometimes what our Q banks give us.
Right. We're not calling out any Q banks in particular that rhyme with Snaplin. We would never do that. We're not saying that, because that would be wrong.
Right.
But we're saying be aware.
Yes.
Okay. So tonight we are going to look at those keywords to help you bring down those times. So as we go through it, put in the chat if you see any answers that are maybe opposite of each other, maybe they're similar to each other. Maybe shoot the answers, like two of the answers start exactly the same way.
Could be.
Maybe they all have the same things written in them, except for one word. Look, I'm not saying anything about content, am I? This is all observational. And then we're gonna look and see in the question if we see the same thing. Like, oh, I see a word that connects with one of the answers. I see an except. I see some words that need to be paid attention to.
And
right,
it's not always securities based.
It is not always securities based. So pay attention to those questions. Pay attention to those answers. Let's go. Sometimes I like to go through these and I just like to put on the board what these mean to me. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Like what does non-systematic risk mean? What is market risk? What is systematic risk? Look, I'm not saying what is it in securities world or content wise. What is it with my plain knowledge of being on the dang planet? You know what I mean? Of just common words that I know. A purchasing power risk, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Very good, Eric. Purchasing power, how much I can buy, right? That's power. Systematic, a system, a whole thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
Non-systematic risk is a what? An opposite of the system, right?
Opposite. Yes.
Wouldn't a market be the whole thing that we're studying? The whole thing? Isn't that the whole thing too? Market risk?
I think of that. I think of the whole market because it's not specific.
Yeah, surely put it too. Market equals all. It's everything in the market. We ain't talking just about the cheese on aisle two. We
Oh,
ain't just talking about the,
I
the
invest in
the
the market.
watermelons on over in the grocery area. We're talking about everything in the store,
Right.
the whole market. So
Mm-mm-mm-mm.
I guess B and C would be the same.
Yeah, I think so. Ready for the question?
Yeah, let's do it. A risk within a business that represent a specific threat to that company is an example of which of the following?
What in the question? Specific.
Specific.
There is one word, but I think you guys got it with that.
Eric said not the whole system.
Oops. Not the whole, right? Because it's specific. Or you could have gone a little further. That company, not the whole. Either way, right? Either one of those is going to connect. Ready?
Yep.
It was the ones that were opposite. And of course, we would cross off. See, well, we're going to talk about this tomorrow, right? But of course, B and D were opposite of each other. We said that B and C sound the same, so those couldn't be an answer. So it would leave D anyways.
Right. And nowhere into that question did it say anything about buying anything.
Nope.
So that's why A was not it.
Right.
Okay. So paying attention to the whole look, there was not really any content in there.
Mm-hmm.
If you just pay attention to the words.
Nah, no content. No content.
D, the SEC. C, the exchanges where the shares will trade. B, the underwriters. A, the issuer.
Don't you always hear about underwriters in insurance?
Yeah, I look at it as the nerds who decide who gets what. I don't know. I don't know. That's how I look at it. They're the ones that take all your information and then they go and they assess what's what. And then they say, all right, this is what you get. This is what you can't have. This is what they can have. And then they write out the policy or whatever.
Right. I
They
mean, you're
approve it
right.
based on all that information.
You are right.
Um, the issuer issues things, right? The exchanges where shares will trade.
Mm-hmm,
It's
mm-hmm.
where it's sold. I guess that's where we all meet up, right? We just all do the trading.
Yeah, it's like the mall.
I like to call it the swap meet.
Ooh. Oh, because you're trading.
Yeah, the swap meet, you could do a little bit more trading.
That's true because it is called a swap meet. So
Yeah.
swap things.
Yeah. Some of us ventured to the old swap meet and did some swapping around some stuff.
Yeah. I could say that underwriters are involved in home loans. I think we could keep it like who decides, right? Because underwriters do, we're going to send that to underwriting. Like, right? We've heard that before.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
We're adults. We've heard that before. We're going to send that to underwriting. And the SEC, you guys know that, right? Overseas, not overseas, but overseas.
Yeah, and just on the plane, if you see the SEC, I mean, you've been on this planet enough, you know that usually authoritative departments have that cool acronym, all capitalized.
Regulator.
There's some sort of regulation, right? All right, let's go. We got enough? I know. Roll out.
That's funny.
A registration statement for a new debt offering of Buy Stuff Inc., a well known seasoned issuer, has been filed with the Securities and Exchange Commission, the SEC. The accuracy and adequacy of the registration statement is the responsibility of. Look for keywords. Don't just put answers. Look for keywords in the question.
Oh, got one right there.
There we go. Issuer.
Issuer.
Yale.
Okay. Okay, so we're talking about an issuer, but we also mentioned the SEC.
Yeah.
Responsibility.
Responsibility.
Right, right. Of what?
Accuracy and adequacy of registration.
Dun, 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 dun. You guys still going with A? I'm not.
I'm just saying.
That teases.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying. What does that sound like?
Ow. Kona. Y'all picked A, and you would be right.
Yes.
Because, guys, A is responsible for the information. If you're filing an application for anything, it's the person filing the application that's responsible for the
But
correct
we said who
information.
decides, but that's not an underwriter.
That's somebody deciding. Like, you're going to give that application to an underwriter who's going to decide, but you're the one that's filling out the application.
You're issuing it.
You're the one that has to give out the accurate information.
That means it has to be issued first before there's an actual person who decides, right?
Yeah.
There you go. All right. D, the person has 2 years to return before retesting is required. C, the license is suspended until she returns. B, the license continues in force as long as continuing education requirements are met. A, it is placed in a special inactive status. A special inactive status? I don't know. I like numbers.
Yeah, but guys, what's my rule about the numbers?
That's usually the answer.
No. But it has to be actually like that.
Yeah.
When it's typed out, it's not the same. I don't know how to describe it, but when they type it out, it's not the same thing.
It's not?
No. It's different vibe. Totally different vibe. Can't explain it.
All right. A licensed person leaves the industry for full-time military service. What happens to her license?
That's a great connection. I'll tell you guys the connection. I want to see some more. I want to see the question.
Special ops, special in.
Isn't that cool?
Yeah.
Special ops, special inactive. Look, guys, military service, right? Is that messed up that if somebody is serving in the military, they have to come back in 2 years? Otherwise, they have to test. That's messed up.
Or the simple fact, can they control the fact when they come back?
Exactly.
If you're in the military, do you necessarily have control of your life and where you'll be in 2 years?
Right. Now, you're also probably not going to be doing business overseas. So this is
You're probably a little busy.
okay,
You're
right?
probably a little busy.
Yeah, so that one's okay. I could see this. Suspended is usually a bad thing. You're absolutely right. The license continue in force as long as continuing education requirements are met. Again, that goes back to I think you're a little busy.
I think you're a little busy.
You're a little busy.
Hold on, Bill. Before we jump into this foxhole, I want you guys to go ahead. Can we talk about your retirement plan real quick? I need to get this in.
Exactly. Exactly.
I got to make sure my license stays active.
Right. But now, isn't it super cool that if you were serving the military, that we go on some special inactive status because you're not just dipping out, like you're serving your country.
I wouldn't say that's a special reason enough.
But do you guys see what we did? We were kind of like laughing at it at first, and then we looked at the question and we were like,
okay, all right, now I got it.
Right? Be flexible. And I do like Eric's connection. Special ops, special status. How awesome. I'm going to write that because that's a cool connection. I like that. Special ops, because, think of all military as special ops, right? Special status.
Hold on. Before we send that anti-aircraft missile, can you go ahead and look at this retirement plan I got?
Hold on. I need to do my CEs.
Hold on.
Dang, my internet's not working.
Darn it. How am I supposed to be active? All right. Tax anticipation notes, or TANs, real estate investment trust, REITs, revenue anticipation notes, RANs, board anticipation notes, BANs. I think this is in the military. Shoot, with all the acronyms.
You said notes, and I went with.
I know there's people in the military that are going, like, yup. Everything's in an acronym.
This one's different, right? Right? This one's different.
Yes.
Okay, so we're pretty sure the answer is C,
Yeah, there's no notes on that.
right? There's none. Now check that out.
Short-term securities that generate funds for a municipality that expects alternate longer-term financing, including all of the following except.
So definitely accept, right? Like somebody put in the chat. But guys, look at in the question what
Short-term security that
eh,
generate funds,
eh,
municipality,
eh,
uh, alternate long-term financing.
expects alternate longer term. Expects. Doesn't that mean we anticipate?
Yes.
See, when we expect, we anticipate, but this is an accept question. So we're going with the one that's different. Booyah. See, I slowed that down for a quick second because sometimes we don't look at the word expects and go, oh, yeah, that is an anticipation. A lot of you look at that and go, what the heck is a bond anticipation note?
Hey, if you're learning this word for the first time, anticipation, make a note. Expecting, expects.
Yeah,
That is one and the same.
exactly.
One and the same. Look, and
And
look,
that's not securities words.
and to be honest, guys, look, there's some of you be like, I didn't know that. My vocabulary is not that high or whatever. It's not embarrassing, but that's how we learn. That's how we learn. There's nothing embarrassing about it. I said this in a tutoring session the other day. I was like, did we all laugh at the toddler when they fell down when they were learning to walk?
Oh,
No. Oh, how cold is that, by the way? Toddlers all trying to, oh, look at that fool just falling all over the place. Can't even walk yet. Guys, that's not the way it works. That's not the way we learn.
yeah.
Don't be ashamed to write that down.
No, I would.
D, contraction. C, stagnation. B, stagflation. A, deflation. This is a perfect example of what do these words mean to me on the screen. We always have a lot of these questions, by the way. Deflation, stagflation.
You know why?
Because we get a lot of people asking questions about them.
Yeah.
Deflate.
I didn't even look at that as negative, but you're right.
What, deflation?
That they're all negative. Because I guess I don't look, I see the word stagnant, and I guess that could be negative, but it's not negative. It's just a puddle,
That's like saying, well, look, I mean,
right? It's like
when you have
not up or
contractions
down.
when you're getting having a baby, I mean, that ain't the coolest thing to feel, I imagine, right? I personally will never experience that, but at the same time, it's kind of cool because you're having a baby, but it's still kind of negative in the moment. You're like,
It hurts,
that's,
Laka.
that hurts.
It hurts. None of them are moving forward. Okay, maybe that's what we mean.
No.
A, B, and C have Asians. Asians, Asians.
And I know some of you are all like, isn't inflation bad too? Why would deflation be bad?
Then you guys got to go look at my Studying Brew where we talked about the Asians.
Inflation is part of a growing economy.
So deflation means my balloon is going flat. Air is going out. Right?
Yep.
Remember you guys when you were young? Remember you guys like held the thing?
I was gonna say I walk out to my car and the tires deflated.
Oh, that's you. Oh, it can still make that noise though.
It could. It could, Brandy. It could.
Thank you. And what the heck is stagflation? Like what is that? Stagflation. I don't know.
I don't know about stagflation, but I know about stagnant water, and that ain't good.
No, there's
I
mosquitoes.
know about being stagnant in my life. That ain't good either. Which of the following points to general decline in prices occurring during severe recessions and the unemployment rate is rising? Which of the following points to a general decline in prices occurring during severe recessions and the unemployment rate is rising?
Decline. Honestly, I mean, we've got the high unemployment, right? Like somebody wrote, but if I'm declining, doesn't that mean I'm deflating?
It does.
And then what I would think is like decline is my go-to, and then like the severe recession and the unemployment, that's a backup. Those are backups. Backup. Back up, back up, back up. Sorry, I'm getting to a color. Go ahead. Go.
All right, thanks. D, earnings before interest, taxes, depreciation, and
amortization.
Thank you. C, employee benefit costs. B, inventory turnover. A, earnings available to common shareholders. Amortization.
Amortization.
Man, you handed that off like Scottie Pippen.
Yes. Earnings. Probably one of those, huh?
Yeah, I'm going to say just because they start the same.
Yeah.
I'm not going to put a lot of thought.
Nah, don't put a lot of thought. Look at that, though.
Seabird Coffee Company has just reported an unexpected increase in EBITDA this past quarter. This means they experience an increase in.
I mean, Eric already put it on there.
I know. It's pretty much spelled out in one of the answers there. E is for earning. E4 is for B. I is for interest. D.
Now look. Some of you are going like this. No.
It can't be that easy.
No.
They literally
gave you the answer.
You just had to pay attention.
Yes. And a lot of us guys, unless we're like accountants or bookkeepers, we probably have not.
You know what my favorite is? Do you know what my favorite is? Is people were looking at ibidibida and they're like, what does that mean? Yes. What does that mean?
Yes.
And it's right there on the screen.
Yes.
Because, literally D.
Because guys, I'm not kidding you. You got to look like sometimes we just freeze, right? And we're just like, oh man. And then we look and we're like, could it really be those letters right there? And then you click on it and you're like, oh.
A lot of time it's just it's paralyzing. It's like a deer in headlights. You're like, it can't be that.
And then guess what?
It is.
It is.
It is. It is exactly that. All right, everybody. Well, thank you so much for being here. We are so glad that we made it to the end here. It is awesome to have all of you here tonight. Get onto those quizzes, make it happen. Look for those keywords, do your own work because that's the only way to get this thing done. All right, everybody. We're going to have the live sessions tomorrow. Remember, we don't have that 63 and we don't have tutoring tomorrow. We're going to go see our baby girl do her track meet. She's going to go run fast like the wind. And then we'll see you tomorrow night for Test Taking Techniques Tuesday for another Studying Brew. Until then, everybody stay safe out there. Wash your hands. Don't touch your face. Don't touch your friend's face. That's all I know. And keep that positive mental attitude. PMA, everybody. Have a great night.
Thank you guys so much for being on. We super appreciate you guys. Practice Kona Catch phrase in your quizzes tonight. We will see you guys tomorrow. Have a great one.